So, Johnny, when we think about ETFs, exchange traded funds, and we think about BlackRock and Vanguard and the giants in the world, and then Facebook come along and talk about doing an ETF based on Libra. What are your thoughts on that? Is that tech geek nonsense, or has that got real potential?
Well, it's funny if you mention that. We did that in Digital Bytes a couple of months ago, and that's a really good example of what we try and look for, because Facebook are talking about doing an ETF on Libra, on something which doesn't even exist at the moment. And we looked at it and said, well, okay, so we got the biggest provider of ETFs is actually BlackRock, as you say, with $6.4 trillion under management. But they've only got $4 billion in cash. They've got 99% of their clients are through intermediaries, broker-dealers, and they've got 62% of their clients in the Americas. On the other hand, we've got Facebook with $41 billion in cash, and 100% of the clients are direct, no intermediaries, and about 4% of their clients are actually in America. So if Facebook wanted to spend 10% of their cash, i.e. $4 billion, and actually bring out a series of funds, no annual management fee, no initial fee, but they just took 25% of the growth of the fund, and they actually had thematic funds. So it could be a clean energy fund, it could be a car battery fund, it could be things that people understand, as opposed to a UK income fund or some sort of growth fund, which at the end of the day, look, I've been doing this for 30 years. All these funds are very, very different, but thematic funds people understand. And if it was then in a digitized format where the millennials could go on 24/7 and buy and sell without going through their stockbroker, their intermediary, their broker-dealer, whatever it is, then I think you've got a real powerful force. And so that's
the Facebook ETF with Libra has got real legs.
I think it shows where they're possibly thinking.